The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Sam Kerr, Shaun.
Bit
this
controversial.
Story
Your cousin.
we don't seem to be getting much more information about what's going on.
I think it's pretty
with
clear
this
you can join the
incident.
dots
Yeah.
to the incident.
Yeah. So we do know that it was in the UK.
Yep.
It was over a year ago. She was out on the Terps having a good time and then had an altercation with a taxi driver,
Over
and
the
there
fare.
seemed to be some racial vilification.
It was
And wasn't
towards
it
the
the
police,
police
so the
officer?
police must
Yeah.
have turned up to the fact that there was an argument over
Yes.
the fare,
Yeah.
and then she's had a go at them.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah. Because, I mean, look, whatever you know about Sam Kerr, all I know is what I see, and then I see her on the, like heading up anti-racism campaigns and stuff, and I just thought, it doesn't mix into what I know about her.
No, I'm sure if she had the moment again, she'd take it back. One thing that interests me about the story, and I know probably going left when we should be going right, is why did it take 10 months for the cops to then press a charge?
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
I don't know.
Was that because they realised that she's on TV all the time? Or
Dunno.
She
Who
was
knows?
a champion.
But she
playing
would have
for
been last
Chelsea?
year too. Like,
Yeah. So this,
Yeah.
so she knew about the charge about a month ago, yeah?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was amazing to everybody when we saw the Football Australia boss, James Johnson, and also Matilda's coach, Tony,
Gustafsson.
say this last night.
I woke up this morning, like everyone else did, to the news, and that's when Football Australia found out about this unsettling event.
First time I ever heard about it was this morning. I was informed this morning and obviously was surprised.
And that was because she
That to me is the most shocking part
That's
of all
because
of
she
it.
appeared in court yesterday, so that's why it made the news.
None of them knew.
Nobody knew.
knew.
She didn't even, because normally, Shaun, if you're part of a club and
Yeah.
there's some sort of scandal or that you need legal representation or whatever, the club is immediately informed, right? So you would say, because you'd use their lawyers and stuff, wouldn't you?
Well, yes, and I know in the past, Nat,
Hypothetically, of course.
No, from experience when I was there have been some young gentlemen who haven't come clean at the start.
Oh, okay.
And the information's got straight to the football club. But over time, then they just go, we urge you, when you're in a situation that needs attention, just come to us. We
That way
won't
they
judge
can
you
help
straight
you
away.
manage
We need
Yes.
to deal with
Well,
this.
I mean, they're very serious about that. You can
They
see
are,
from
mate.
James and Tony saying that in the press conference with no smiles on their faces. You could tell that and usually they hide all that sort of stuff. So
well,
you
they're
can
waking
tell
up to that, Nate. It's not a good
they're
feeling.
waking up to that.
And
That's
it's the
insane.
blindsiding that's really knocked them around.
There are
Yeah.
certain things that you should tell someone about before they find out from somebody else. We'd like to talk about that. And also, I'd like to talk about the flip side of that situation as well.
If you've been the one blindsided by it.
Yeah, or give us a call. Tell us if this happens a lot. I'm sure it does because, a lot of us, if something big's happening in your life, sometimes you don't want to.
You just think,
you
just
don't?
keep this under my hat.
Lisa's in Kwinana. Lisa, does this ring a bell?
Yeah, it sure does.
What
happened?
happened, Lise?
So obviously I'm living in Australia. My family's from the UK.
Yeah.
A very close uncle of ours passed away, and family members were told not to obviously put anything online or anything like that. And then one of our cousins actually put on Facebook, but my uncle had passed away before anybody got to inform us, so it was a bit of a shock.
Oh, so that's how you found out.
Yeah, that's how we found out. But then since then, they've not learned the lesson. It's happened again since.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're reading those things where, you would expect to be told.
Yeah,
That
so
sounds
you're
like-
like just scrolling through Facebook,
Yeah.
finding out
Yeah.
what's happening, and
Yeah.
and then just right there, you're like, rest in peace, and you're like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah, that's
nobody's
shocking.
told us. Yeah.
So how long from when he passed to when you discovered it on Facebook?
Oh, it was literally, it happened that same day, and then they've put
Yes.
it on over there. Like obviously it was the evening there, and the morning here.
You're right,
And they were
but- but-
specifically asked to not put anything on and wait
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
you'd been contacted
And
directly.
then a cousin's gone and put it on Facebook. Yeah.
Well, especially with families, if a family member's died, another family member should be telling you. You
Yes.
should be reading it on social.
Facebook.
No.
It sounds though, Shaun, like, when we've been told company stuff or somebody's leaving or whatever, and we've been told not to tell anyone, and you immediately, as soon as you're
my
told not to
God,
tell anyone,
the
the
boardroom.
first thing you do is tell people. You literally
There's only a
walk
couple of
out
times.
and then walk into another room and just start blabbing.
Apart from that, I'm pretty good with secrets. That's just a couple of poor examples.
That was and when we say that he said it to people that weren't supposed to know, there was a boardroom full of staff. It wasn't just one person, and he made an announcement.
You're pretty good with company secrets, aren't you?
But it was so funny because it wasn't just not keeping a secret, but it was like not doing it really badly.
At least you didn't put it on Facebook.
It was actually impressive. I loved it.
Thanks, Lisa.
And that's exactly why I'm not on
And
Facebook.
it wasn't my secret. I didn't care.
Michelle, hello.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
Hi,
Okay,
Michelle.
Michelle, what happened?
Oh, well, similar themes. Living overseas for some time and met a boy. We got married. We had a child. It didn't work out, and that was fine. I came back home to Australia. But just a few years ago, I read, sadly, an obituary for his mother, and it was survived by Sarah, nee John.
Sarah Nee
Oh,
John.
hang on. So-
Okay, so
Wait,
John...
What?
Sarah
Yeah,
used to be
so-
John. That was married to
So
you.
your ex-husband had become a woman. And, this and so this is the father of your child as well. And this and you found out on Facebook in an obituary.
I found out in an obituary. Yes, I went to Google. I had been told by her
Yes.
brother
Yep.
that Grandma had passed.
Yes.
And
But there
I
was no
naturally
heads
Googled-
up that also your ex is the father of your child transitioned. There was no.
I didn't get that heads up.
Well, I would have thought
What's
so.
the bigger
mean-
story, really? I mean, it is.
And we connected over it. It's fine.
Yes.
How? So wow. So you guys. So you had the child, right? And then there's not really much contact since. What's the deal?
No, not a lot of contact.
Wow.
But over the years, from time to time, my son had obviously asked questions.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I would reach out from time to time, and there would be chatter. But this was the bombshell.
Of course, it was a bombshell.
yeah.
Well, 'cause you don't expect
Yes.
that. You
No,
don't see
and
that
that's
coming.
a strange way to find out as well.
Does your son have anything to do with his other mother now?
His other mother.
Yeah.
Yes, that was an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, so as well as saying, I'm so sorry to tell you that, Grandma in Canada has passed. I just need to show you the obituary.
Yes.
Yes.
So how old was your son when this all unfolded?
Oh, this was only 3 years ago.
Oh!
That's a lot, isn't it?
That's definitely a head-up
a
situation,
heads up.
especially
It's a heads
if
up.
you have a child with
Yeah,
someone.
that's right. That's
I
right.
thought that was going to be about the grandmother's death. Gee,
No.
that took a turn, didn't it?
Certainly did. Wow.
Wow.
Thanks, Michelle.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Something happened this morning. Natalie was there when it happened.
I
and was
witnessed
like,
it with my own eyes.
Not again. So I am a really big fan of my TV, as you know. I've been in a relationship
yeah.
for a while. I got the new version just recently. It's the Samsung The Frame. The great thing about that TV is it has artwork you
So
can
it can
load
look like a
on there.
painting when it's not being a TV.
Yeah, so literally, and it'll adjust
Yes.
to the light and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, it's just such a great TV. And when I first got the television, they were saying, hey,
man.
join the My Samsung subscription,
Yes.
and then you get access to exclusive artworks.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you can change it up. Right,
Yeah,
if
so
you
you
wanted to.
can already change it. They give you free ones, but then these are like more, and they have
You can have the
special
Mona
artists.
Lisa.
Oh, Natalie, you can have all of it. So that was really exciting for me at the time. And then, anyway, like a couple of years on, I go, I haven't changed the painting ever.
Do environmental protests come and throw soup on it? Is that the way it works?
Of course they do.
Just by memory, Nate, because I bought the same TV on the
Because I told
on
you
the
how
back
great
of
it
you.
was. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you told me don't buy that.
Well, don't buy what?
The subscription service.
part. I
Yeah, I
remember- I'm
did, Sean.
pretty sure
And
you
when did I tell you to not buy
That
that?
was months. Oh, it was last year sometime. Was it middle of last year?
So look, you know those things that keep, when money keeps getting taken out of your account, and then like you let it go for a while, and
Yeah.
then suddenly you go, wait, there, what am I doing?
So how much money are we talking?
We're talking $5.99 per month.
Yeah.
Right. So
It's not going to bankrupt you, but also
I just checked the
You don't want it.
the PayPal, and I've had it for 36 months. This subscription, and so it's equal to $215.64 at the moment. Every time this thing comes through from PayPal saying you've just paid to Samsung LTY Limited, I go, okay, I'm going to cancel it. And I do. I go into the Samsung thing and I cancel it. And they're not listening. They're not listening. insane.
Yeah, they go, no, this guy is an art
I've done
guy.
it. How many times have I told you I've
you've
tried
talked about
to
it for
cancel
some
this thing?
time.
I've been actively trying to cancel it for at least 18 months.
They're sitting on the other end saying, we know better.
That is 18 times they've said no.
They know better. You need this.
That's insane.
Well, it's fine for you. At least you can sign up to it.
Why?
I got an LG TV,
Yeah.
and in order to add apps onto it, so smart TV, but to add apps, you have to get an LG membership thing, right? So you have to sign up to this thing.
Yep.
So you can do it on the TV. So I sign up, and it says, well, you put your email address, and it sends a link to your email address, and then you follow the directions in the email, and that link's valid for 24 hours. I waited 24 hours. There's no email. So I tried it again. I tried it so many times, different email addresses, different, like, just waiting, doing it several times in a row. Nothing. I have not been able to do it. And I've had that TV for probably 2 years now.
So wait there. So I
do
can't
it.
get out of mine and
I
you can't get into
it.
yours.
And it wasn't even, I didn't even have to pay. Like, I didn't get that far. I just
Oh, you know
cannot
what?
get them to email me the link.
They're not
Natalie,
interested.
I'll send you the link for Samsung.
No,
Sign up
thank
to
you.
them.
No, thank you.
You know what? You probably signed up already just by talking about it. We want to talk about this, right? So the frustration you feel on both ends.
Yes.
For me, it's I cannot get out of this thing.
And I can't get into it.
Has this happened to you? We were talking about things that you can't get into or things that you can't get out of.
It's the subscription, unsubscription paradox, isn't it?
And if it's something else that you're struggling to
Yeah.
get out of, like your gym membership, remember there was that episode of Friends where Ross took in, I think, Chandler or Joey as support,
Well,
and then they both left with a membership.
The things that get me are the things that you can sign up to online, but to get out of it, you have to ring someone. I'm like, I don't want to
That
ring
is
somebody.
crazy.
I don't want to ring somebody.
Yeah.
Lauren, hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Morning, Lauren.
All right, Lauren, what happened?
So about 4 years ago, my husband bought me a Surface Pro at Christmas.
Yeah.
And so I signed up for this Microsoft account,
Yeah.
and somehow a family version of it, so not even the cheapest version, the more expensive version, I don't know how. And I don't even need it, actually, because I get Microsoft free through my employer, so it's a staff benefit. So I totally don't even need it. Anyway, every year they charge me $142.
Oh, Lauren.
It's in December that they charge me. So in 2022, when they charged me, I was like, right, I am going to get organised so that I don't get charged again. Because every time I can't get into the account because I don't know what the password is. So then in 2022, I changed the password. I went through the whole process. I saved it in my phone. And then come 2023, it's obviously linked to other things that I'm
Yes.
subscribed to. So obviously at some other point, I've not been able to get in. And then I've updated that password, which has obviously affected this Microsoft password. So then when they're trying to charge me in 2023, I'm like, oh, I've got the password. I'm going to get in so I can cancel this thing. But then I can't get in.
Because you've changed the
And so then
password,
I'm like, Yeah, because it changed throughout 12 months. It's affected something else and I've updated it. So then I was like, oh no, well my credit card's expired and they've sent me a new one, so they won't be able to charge me
Yes.
anyway. So I was like,
That doesn't work.
so they did charge me because obviously I've updated my credit card details
Somewhere else. Oh,
That's all. And so every year, $142. And I'm
just right in time for Christmas too.
I
when you
know.
need that
Every
money.
year.
Yes.
It seems like they're ahead of whatever you're thinking
Yes.
of doing, Lauren. They're like, oh,
But
right,
I
she's
thought
going
the
to do
same
this
thing.
next, we'll do that.
I thought when I got a new credit card, I thought, okay, you're going to have to because it's expired.
Yep.
I got a new one. I thought, oh, that's gonna solve all my problems, and it didn't.
No,
And
because
which
you're
is
doing it through PayPal. Yeah.
Oh, bloody baby. No, bloody
Lauren, good luck.
Samsung.
We wish you all the best. Fun to get out of that. Alicia, hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, Alicia.
Hello, Alicia. What did you try and get out of or into?
Well, this is going back a few years. I inquired into an online university about doing some extra studies, and without my knowledge, I ended up apparently being signed up and charged $8,500.
Oh!
What?
Yeah, I didn't do my tax for a couple of years, and I went to go do my tax, and my accountant was like, "Oh, you have a HEX debt," and I was like, "What do you mean I have a HEX debt?" And I'm like,
You're a doctor now. That's the good news.
Yeah, Alicia.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going, sorry.
She said, I've got a HEX debt, $8,500. The money's been charged out. The ATO's paid it, so I owe them. So I had to pay back, all that money. And I tried to get out of it by going to see a lawyer, and they pretty much said because the university had my tax file number and my date of birth, it was good as enough as me signing up
Oh, no way. Those two things led to you paying $8,500.
Yep. I didn't get a tax return for about 4 years.
What course did you pay for?
Apparently, statistics of numerology. And something else I can't even remember.
Alicia.
Yeah.
What a stitch up.
Oh, my God.
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
I'm very query about who I give my details to now.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
once you're
know.
getting charged-
Stay away from the Reiki courses.
Yes, exactly.
Once you were getting charged, did you think, I better go and do a few units just to get some kind of money out of this?
Well, that's the thing. I apparently signed up 2 years before I did my tax. I didn't even know. They didn't even send me any letters, no emails. How come you haven't handed in any courses?
Yeah. Every time she got put into a group assignment, they're like, she never shows up. She never shows up. That's not a thing.
Don't want to do it with Alicia.
That's a stiff one.
Alicia, that's terrible. Bill's in Wellard. Hello.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Wonderful, Bill.
What happened?
So I was changing jobs about a year ago, and I was like, I need to update my resume and my cover letter. So I went online and I subscribed to a site called My Cover Letter, My Resume. So I updated everything, and I ended up getting the job, which was a good thing. But what happened is I tried to unsubscribe to this website, but it wouldn't allow me. So every month, I try every month to cancel the subscription, but it says no. It
says no.
It says no every month, and they also they like to send me an updated resume and cover letter automatically
Every month.
So every month I get a new resume and a new cover letter because I do it automatically with with hinted tweets, or like, you would like to tweet this or tweet that, change the colour. So I sit there at work and I'm like, oh, okay, if I want to get a new job now, I've automatically got the resume and cover letter to
You're good to go. For the rest of your life, Bill.
For the rest of my life. So I sit there going, well, there's the $8.99 cover resume and resume ready to go. This job
Bill, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to get out of
Well,
this?
you've tried. They've said no.
I've tried so many times. And they're like, no, and they're like, no. And they're like, sent me the email confirming, and then they're like, I think you're going to get another job, Bill. We can sense it. Like,
yeah. No. You have the most up-to-date resume in the world.
Yeah. And it's the funniest thing because I currently work in HR, so it's just like, oh, God.
Cracking story. Thanks, Bill.
So funny.
Matt's in Success. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, good morning, Matty.
Well, what have you got for us, Matt?
So I got a call. I was at work one day, got a call from a lady saying, are you? And then she said my full name. And I said, yeah. And she goes, well, you're not my husband. What are you doing? And turns out that her husband had called up Telstra, and he's got the exact same name as me, and converted my account into his account.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
And then from there, I had to go into Telstra in person, show like 1,000 points of ID. I had to do so much work to get my account taken back to my name, just because I've got the same name as some person who lives down in Albany.
So wait, was this so he actively took your account, or was mistakenly given to him?
Yeah, it was all a mistake.
Yeah.
And the big thing for me was, why could he completely change my account and essentially steal my account with me not giving over any ID, not him not showing my address or anything like that, and then for me to just claim my own account back, I had to go in person and do so much work.
Yeah, that's frustrating, Matt. I know that's happened to a few people around the joint.
It's not even a mistake that you're a part of. It's just a mistake. So really, they should be doing everything. You shouldn't be lifting a finger at all.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, that's
a problem,
frustrating.
Matt.
That's a stitch up.
That's a problem, Matt, when your last name's LeBlanc. So there's a lot of them around.
Yeah, they are. They're
There's
everywhere.
a lot of them around.
Yes,
How
thanks,
you
everybody.
doing?
Great stories.
The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Great news, everybody. I mean, we've put up with the front bar, just all sports editions for the last few weeks. Now we're just back to the footy.
Well, we just need it.
The way it should be, and the star, of course, is Sam Pang. Hello, sir.
Hello,
Sam.
Hello, your Pangness.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Nat.
Yes.
Really? You had to put up with the All Sports show?
Loved it.
No, I did love it, actually.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah. No, it was great.
She just rolled her eyes.
All sports,
No
it's
doubt.
true. It's true.
I could hear you rolling your eyes from here now.
Yeah. Sam, so, I mean, the show couldn't come back at a better time because there's big issues to do with the game. Today, here in Perth, it was shocking. Today...
Yeah.
Harley Reid was not on the back page of the
Wasn't
paper.
in the paper at all.
He wasn't in the paper.
I know. And we don't know what to do.
If it's a day that, I mean, it's every day. It's the horoscope's the recipe of the day on Harley Reid. I mean, that's what we have here with the West Australian, and we're worried.
Oh, that's
I know.
Geez. Yeah, Nate, that's big. That's
huge.
That's a bit of a bombshell to start our chat with. I thought we were just going to have a good time, and now it's. I suppose we're in mourning.
Well, it's royal news.
Hopefully tomorrow's newspaper.
Yeah, he's been crowned the Prince of Perth. So when something happens to one of the royals, of course,
it should be reported. And the other thing is, just for your information, Sam, if you're not aware of this, he's been on the back page of WA's West Australian. I think it's 33 times out of a possible 42 days.
Yeah, well, usually you've got to be a mass murderer to do that.
They don't even get that big a run.
He hasn't played a game yet, Sam. He hasn't played a game yet.
No, I know. You know Harley Reid? I played with his dad.
Did you?
Did you really? Discuss.
Yeah.
Well, why isn't this on the back page of the West Australian?
I'm sure. In all the coverage of Harley that you would have that we would have come across the fact that he was recruited from a rural town in Victoria called Tongala.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I played 2 or 3 seasons at Tongala.
Did you really?
I played with his dad, who was affectionately known as Reedy.
Reedy, that's a big step,
Not
Reedy.
Chopper? Nobody called him Chopper?
Yeah.
Chuka, Jono. No, it was Reedy, Nat. So, and he was a good player, but obviously not as good as his son. So, I have a connection there.
Well,
were you a paid intern?
Yeah.
Were you recruited in to
get your paper bag full of cash at the end of the weekend?
Yeah, it wasn't the biggest brown paper bag. It wasn't like I was playing for Carlton in the 80s. It was just a normal, how that
a sandwich bag,
that semi-professional level works. Not you, Sean. You obviously were.
No, he was semi-professional. He got
the way they paid me, Nat.
Yeah.
The way they paid me was semi-professional.
The way they paid you, you were an apprentice hairdresser. First year.
How much did you get paid? You remember those days, Sam? Everybody does.
What, the days of getting paid?
Yeah, no, for when you played in the local comp for Tongala.
Yeah, it feels like a long, long time ago now, do you know what I mean? At least there's actually, with you, I'm sure you would have, you've got footage of every game you played and you watch it, every
we
weekend.
all do.
But, I don't think there's any footage of me playing.
Oh. Was it someone drawing pictures? Was it back in the day?
Someone on a box brown?
Drawing me like I'm a French girl, one of your French girls.
That's great.
What can you ask me? It's been a long. Did I even speak to you guys last year? There was no reason to, was there?
No, I reckon we tried to get you on. You're tough to get hold of sometimes, but we did. I think we spoke front barish at some stage. What else? Did you host something last year that was big?
The Logies.
Logies.
Oh, have a listen.
Hey, Sam.
Not even passive-aggressive, just aggressive.
Sam, you were, and I don't say this lightly, actually good on the Logies.
Really good.
You were actually really good.
Much like the all-sport shows, Nat, did you just put up with the Logies last year? Just get through them?
You made what is an interminable show bearable, put it that way, and that's, that is high praise.
That's the nicest thing you've ever
I know.
said.
It really is. You were good.
I thought they should have got a real star like Ozzy Ostrich or something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I think they're trying to get Ozzy next year. But,
obviously.
it was 6 months ago, but I had a good time, and
well, that's good.
I think what I liked the most was you did that and then you skipped the country for a few weeks. So obviously you planned your holiday in case there was a bit of backlash and you're like, I won't be there, it won't bother me.
Well, it's a very cynical way of looking at
I
it.
know.
You know what, to be honest, I'll tell you that I'd actually planned a holiday and then got offered the job and then I kind of delayed my holiday so I could do what as Nath mentioned, just like some little, you described it as almost as a corporate some corporate event. That
basically for a mining company. Yeah.
And then I went on holidays, which I was always going to go on holidays because I don't do radio anymore like you guys.
When you
go on holidays whenever I want.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, we don't need to hear it. We spoke to Lutzi before. He's in Vegas. Shut up. So I want to know, when you fly, Sam, are you at all even look at economy anymore because you live in the A-list star life? Are we just the pointy end, Pangy?
What are you asking me? What are we asking? What
because you got on air with us, you're in the running for Nova's first class
you
of 50K.
You are. No, I just wonder.
Good to be on the other side, isn't it?
I just wonder when's the last time that you flew economy since becoming, I'd say, one of Australia's sweetheart. Australia's sweetheart.
Well, yeah, look, I'm not going to lie. It's been a long time since I've got on a plane and turned right. Whatever. We're all, it's all, they're not big trips, it's just...
we got you.
I like what do you throw on a Greyhound bus going somewhere?
Hey,
I don't know.
Sam,
we wish.
I was on a plane yesterday and I was in economy 10A, thank you.
You were in economy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've been
with the people.
I've been at the point of the plane heats. It's the back of the plane. It's the back.
It's
the seat where you only get the vegan option.
It's the pointy arse of the plane.
One thing I've noticed though, if you do ask for a special meal, it doesn't matter where you're sitting on a plane, you get it first.
Yeah. So
we should do that.
Can you request a nice one? Is that special?
I don't think it's the option.
That's it. Dozen Krispy Kremes are picked up at the airport.
Now, Pangy, tell me what's on the show tonight, or who's the special guest?
Yeah, your show.
Thank
Front
you,
bar.
Thank you very much. See, that's a professional.
Let's go to a song.
The other two, I don't know what you're doing.
Beyonce, Texas Hold'em. Let's get it on.
Who you got? Who are we exploring?
It's the Dacos brothers and their father, Peter. So that's considering Collingwood won the premiership and our first, showbacks with the Dacos brothers, premiership players and their dad, and then also Damien Hardwick's on the show too. He's the Gold Coast Suns coach now. He's coaching in 20 Souls. Anyway, so these are all good guests, but
no Harley Reid.
I think obviously the whole first segment will just be on Harley Reid.
Good, yes, good. No, we'll get the WA viewership up.
Yeah, and then, but I'm never on message with you guys. I'm just happy to talk to you. I don't really care if the information or the plug gets out. But there is one thing I would like everyone to know in Perth, because it's front bar is well supported over there.
Yes,
and I just want everyone to know too. Front bar is on Wednesday nights, basically for the whole year. If you know what I mean, and it's simply because Thursday night footy, right?
Yep.
There's Thursday night footy, which means front bar's on Wednesday. That's all you need to remember. Because it's soul destroying when you bump into someone who loves the show and they go, when's it on? And you go, well, it was on last night, you idiot.
Yeah. No, that happens to us on a daily basis.
I just want that out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I want that on.
So tonight's 8:30, Channel 7.
And Wednesday,
It is soul destroying because when I see someone on the street and they go, I'd love to listen to your show, and I go, it's on every morning.
Every day. There's plenty of opportunity.
I know it's hard to find.
It's almost like you could do it daily.
Or they say a wrong radio station or a wrong number.
Yeah. The amount of people I get, so I've had so many times people drive past and they just yell like, Triple J! It's like, what?
What are you talking about?
Hey.
That's not what I hear. I know how big you are. I know it's you've been number one for a lot of years. And how long do you reckon you've got left?
Well,
we're lucky to make out the hour.
Harley Reid's career.
We're trying to get to 8 o'clock, Pangy. Jeez.
I know, it's 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes away and it couldn't be longer.
Yeah, no.
We love your work.
Love the show.
It's a joy to catch up with you, Sam Pang.
Yeah, it's my mum's. My mum loves
Wonderful to speak to you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much. What's your mum's name?
Marlene. Say something to her right now. She's listening.
Marlene, I want to say thank you for your support.
She's right there. Before you go on, I want you to finish, but just to know that she's in bed right now. She sleeps naked. So go.
Well, that's good. I'm naked as well right now.
Not in bed, though. You're at a cafe, which is awkward.
You shouldn't do that at Gloria Jean's.
No, it's great to speak to you guys, but I love the idea that Marlene's watching. And
great.
Look, obviously not, she's not going to win Mother of the Year, considering your your life, the life that you've led. But there's still positives to happen. There's still a chance.
Yeah, she's still got a reason to get out of bed, doesn't she?
Absolutely.
Yeah. The front bar, that's the reason.
Mick Malloy,
That's the
Sam
reason.
Pang and Andy Marr back tonight for the front bar. You don't even get top billing, Sam. What's going on there? 8:30 on Channel 7.
He deserves more.
We love your work. Thanks, Sam.
Okay.
And it's gone. Okay.
Yeah, let's put some clothes back on. Someone knocked at the door.
Right.
When you leave radio, you don't even try
You'll
anymore,
say.
do you? You don't even think you should wrap the break up.
Nah.
Amazing on the other side.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.